Patay kami ng inosente. Si Sir Wesley Barayuga po. Sila Sir Leonardo na nag-utos sa amin. At si Ma'am Garma po.
At kanina po, binanggit ninyo na ang nag-uutos ng proyektong ito ay walang iba kung hindi si Colonel Leonardo at si Colonel Garma. Do you still confirm?
Opo, Your Honor.
Ano po ang pagkakakilala ninyo kay Colonel Leonardo? Bakit kayo natatakot sa kanya?
Na ako, wala po akong kinalalaman dyan sa nangyari na yan.
Alright. Same with you, Colonel Garma, di ba? As a police officer and as a former government employee, you would never, at any instance, order the death of any other person.
Opinion nila yun, Mr.
Then, am I right? Yes or no?
Para sa akin, hindi
Nagsisinungaling ba sila?
I cannot... Yes, Mr. Chair.
Naniniwala ang ilang kongresista na may sapat na ebidensya o basehan para kasuhan sina dating PCSO manager Roy Ina Garma at dating Napolcom Commissioner Edalberto Leonardo. Ito ay kaugnay ng pagpatay kay dating PCSO Board Secretary Wesley Barayuga noong July 2020. Halina't sabay nating panoorin ang video, pero bago yan huwag kalimutang mag-like, share, subscribe at i-click na rin ang notification bell para lagi kang updated sa susunod ko pang mga video.
Mendoza, habang nagsasalaysay po kayo kanina, napansin ko, umiiyak kayo at nanginginig ang katawan nyo. Can you please enlighten us? Why such a demeanor during the time that you were reading your opening statement?
Your Honor, hindi ko maiwasang maiyak kasi tinuring ko silang mga upper class, tapos ang taas ng tingin ko sa kanila, binigyan ako ng trabaho na sakit sa dibdib eh.
Alin po yung masakit sa dibdib, Colonel Mendoza?
Binigyan po ako ng trabaho ng mga upper class ko na ikakasira ng buhay ko.
And why do you believe na itong trabahong ito'y ikakasira ngayon ng buhay mo?
Kasi po, pumatay kami ng inosente.
Pumatay kayo ng inosente? And can you please state for the record, sino yung inosenteng tao na pinatay mo? Pinatay nyo?
Si Sir Wesley Barayuga po.
And when you use nyo, namin, kami, no? Sino ba yung mga tao tinutukoy mo?
Sila Sir Leonardo na nag-utos sa amin.
Aside from Colonel Leonardo.
At si Ma'am Garma po.
Colonel Garma, who else?
Wala na po. Wala na po iba.
Ikaw ba, Colonel Mendoza, ay may asawa?
Meron po.
Meron ka bang anak?
Meron po isa.
Ilang taon na po yung anak nyo?
14 years old po.
14 years old. Ilang taon na po ba kayong nasa serbisyo?
22 years na po.
22 years in service. And of course, it is clear to your mind already na dapat ang pulis hindi pumapatay. Tama po ba? That is the general rule. Ang pulis hindi dapat pumapatay because due process must be served. Tama?
Opo, Your Honor.
As a matter of fact, in our country, death sentence is even suspended. So, ibig sabihin, kahit convicted criminal, kahit punishable by death, because of the law suspending the death sentence, hindi tayo pumatay, no matter how guilty the criminal is. Tama ba?
Opo, Your Honor.
But of course, you understand also, Colonel Mendoza, may mga circumstances kung kailan ang pagpatay ng pulis ay warranted at legal. Can you please tell us, what are these instances?
During legitimate operation po, at the police officer is in danger, the life of the police officer serving the police operation is in danger.
I wish to invite your attention to paragraph 7 of your affidavit. Ang sabi niyo po dito, Colonel Mendoza, napilitan kayo isagawa yung proyekto for two reasons. One, opisyal ang nag-uutos.
Opo.
Pangalawa, natatakot kayo para sa kaligtasan ninyo at ng pamilya ninyo. Do you confirm this?
Opo, Your Honor.
At kanina po, binanggit ninyo na ang nag-uutos ng proyektong ito ay walang iba kung hindi si Colonel Leonardo at si Colonel Garma. Do you still confirm?
Opo, Your Honor.
Ano po ang pagkakakilala ninyo kay Colonel Leonardo? Bakit kayo natatakot sa kanya?
Siyempre po, siya yung panahon ng former president po natin na isa sa pinakamalakas.
When you say pinakamalakas, panahon ng former president, anong ibig sabihin mo, Colonel Mendoza?
Nakakabulong po at nagkakatotoo.
Nagkakatotoo. Pwede mo ba kaming kwentuhan? Ano itong pagkakataong nakabulong at nagkatotoo ang mga sinabi ni Colonel Mendoza sa former president?
Ni Colonel Leonardo po.
Colonel Leonardo.
I cannot elaborate more, Your Honor, pero common knowledge po yan sa aming mga operatiba na pag sinabi mong Colonel Leonardo at Ma'am Rowena Garma, nasa gilid po yan ng former president.
So you will agree with me if I would say, si Colonel Leonardo malakas sa former president.
Yes po.
Kung anong sabihin ni Colonel Leonardo, papaniwalaan ng former president.
Maaari po.
At kung anong hilingin ni Colonel Leonardo, susundin ng former president.
Maaari din po.
Let's go to Colonel Garma. Naniniwala ka din na si Colonel Garma malakas sa former president.
Yes po.
At kung ano sasabihin ni Colonel Garma, paniniwalaan ng former president.
Yes, yeah.
At kung anong hihilingin ni Colonel Garma sa former president, susundin din ng former president. Tama ba?
Maaari din po.
That's how you understand the influence of these people to the former president. Kaya, takot ka na suwayin si Colonel Leonardo at si Colonel Garma. Tama ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
At dahil sa lakas ng impluensya nila sa presidente, pwedeng mawala ka sa serbisyo. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pwede ka ring mamatay. Tama?
Lalo.
Ha?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pwede ka ring makulong. Tama?
Opo.
Puntahan natin yung pangalawang dahilan. Bakit napilitan kang sumunod sa proyektong ito? You said, natatakot ka para sa sarili mo at sa mga pamilya mo. Ano yung mga pangyayari na naging dahilan kung bakit nagkaroon ka ng takot para sa kaligtasan mo at kaligtasan ng pamilya mo?
Kasi nga po, ma-impluensya po sila. Pag hindi ko po naman sinunod, baka hindi lang naman ako ang balikan, baka pati pamilya ko pa.
Pag sinabi mo ba, Colonel Mendoza, baka hindi lang ikaw ang balikan, anong ibig sabihin mo ng salitang balikan?
Kumbaga, hindi ako sumunod, Your Honor eh. So, hindi ako, kumbaga, pagka hindi ka sumunod, hindi ka kanila.
What do you fear for your family kung bakit sinabi mo sa salaysay mo, natatakot ako para sa kaligtasan ko at ng pamilya ko? Anong posibleng mangyari sa'yo at sa pamilya mo kung hindi ka susunod kay Colonel Leonardo at kay Colonel Garma?
Siyempre po, baka mamamatay po.
You are saying posibleng patayin nila ikaw at ang pamilya mo? Are you saying that?
Opo, Your Honor.
Bakit mo nasabi ito? Anong pagkakataon na napatunayan mo sa sarili mo na kaya nilang gawin ito?
Your Honor, marami na kasing ugong-ugong eh.
Maari mo bang isalaysay sa amin ano yung mga umuugong na yon dahilan kung bakit mo inisip na baka patayin ni Colonel Leonardo at ni Colonel Garma, ikaw at ang pamilya mo, kung hindi ka susunod sa proyekto?
Mayroon na pong mga dati pa po sa Davao Region na pag sinabi niyong Colonel Leonardo, yan po yung may hawak ng mga
May hawak ng ano, Colonel?
mga hitman po.
Colonel Leonardo, may hawak ng mga hitman. Is that what you're saying?
That is kumbaga yan po yung usap-usapan. Hindi ko naman po makukumpirma. Pero
Usap-usapan. Let's talk about usap-usapan. Ayon sa usap-usapan na yan, ano ang mga pangyayari na sa pagkakaalam mo at ayon sa usap-usapan ng mga kasama mo, may kinalaman si Colonel Leonardo at si Colonel Garma? Can you cite some incidents na lumutang ang pangalan nilang dalawa ayon sa usap-usapan? Without necessarily you having a personal knowledge. Ayon sa usap-usapan, anong mga pangyayari ng patayan ang may kinalaman si Colonel Garma at si Colonel Leonardo?
Yung mga nasa loob ng mga Chinese na nakakulong doon.
Ito ba matagal mo nang alam or it's it because you're watching already the hearing of Quadcom?
No, noon pa po yan.
Ibig sabihin, kahit nung wala pang Quadcom, alam mo na yung patayan sa Davao Penal Colony ay may kinalaman si Colonel Leonardo at si Colonel Garma?
Pero hearsay lang po, Your Honor.
Yes, yan ay yun sa usap-usapan. At yung usap-usapan na yan, dito mo naririnig sa mga kapwa mo pulis. Tama ba? Kasi pulis ka eh.
Opo, Your Honor.
Kung pulis ka, ibig sabihin, yung usap-usapan na yun, sa kapwa pulis mo rin naririnig. Tama? You said yes already, Colonel.
Yes.
Aside from this Davao Penal Colony where there are 3 Chinese drug lords who were killed, ano pa, ayon sa usap-usapan yung mga insidente, ay may kinalaman silang dalawa?
Wala na po akong maalala, Your Honor.
Wala ka nang maalaala?
Opo. Wala na po.
You remember about the allegation of Mayor Tommy Osmeña of Cebu?
Ngayon na lang po ko yan nalaman kasi nanonood po ako ng congressional.
So it is because of the killing incident in Davao Peloni, kaya natakot ka para sa kaligtasan mo at ng iyong mga pamilya. Tama ba yun?
Opo, Your Honor.
At ito rin ang dahilan kung bakit sa kabila ng alam mo na bawal ang pagpatay, no matter how guilty the person is, umayag ka na isagawa ang nasabing proyekto. Tama ba?
Opo, Your Honor.
In your affidavit, specifically paragraph 5, you also mentioned na gusto mo munang beripikahin ang impormasyon tungkol sa pagkakasangkot ni Wesley Barayuga sa drug operation, kaugnay ng impormasyon na ibinigay sa iyo ni Colonel Leonardo. Bakit mo hiniling kay Colonel Leonardo na beripikahin muna ang impormasyon na ito?
Po, government employee po yung target. Normal po yun na magkanda ka ng sarili mong investigation muna.
At kapag hindi government employee ang target, wala bang verification na mangyayari?
Meron naman po. Meron din po.
So why do you want to make your own verification? Ikaw ba at that particular time ay nagdududa sa sinasabi ni Colonel Leonardo?
Yes po.
Bakit ka nagdududa?
Kasi yung target, bakit nasa loob ng PCSO?
He is not only inside the PCSO, he is the
secretary.
board
Yes, Your
secretary
Honor.
of PCSO. And during that time, may naririnig ka ba na nagagalit o kinasasangkot ang gulo ni Wesley Barayuga?
Wala naman po.
And what were you thinking nung sinabi sa'yo ni Colonel Leonardo, wag nang beripikahin, bibigyan ka na lamang ng profile ni Colonel Garma?
Yun nga po, nag-aalinlangan. Kaya lang, wala tayong magawa eh. Wala po akong kundi sundin.
Kahit nag-aalinlangan ka, kung totoong sangkot sa droga, si Barayuga, itinuloy mo dahil natatakot ka sa opisyal mo.
Opo.
Tama? At natatakot ka para sa kaligtasan mo at ng pamilya mo. Tama?
Opo, Your Honor.
At kaya ka natatakot sa mga opisyal mo ay dahil malalakas sila at maimpluwensya sa dating Pangulo. Tama?
Opo.
After some time, kinontak mo na itong si Nelson Mariano. At si Nelson Mariano ang humanap ng hitman. Do you confirm this?
Opo, Your Honor.
And after some time also, tinawagan ka ni Tox na di umano, tao ni Colonel Garma. Tama ba?
Opo, Your Honor.
At pagkatapos nitong pag-uusap ninyo ni Nelson Mariano, isinagawa na ng nasabing hitman ang naturang proyekto. Tama?
Opo, Your Honor.
At itong proyektong ito ay ang proyektong pagpatay kay Wesley Barayuga. Tama ba?
Opo.
And you also confirm that after this incident ay nakipagkita si Nelson Mariano kay Tox kaugnay ng 300,000 na ipinagkaloob sa inyo.
Opo.
Can you please state for the record again, paano hinati yung 300,000?
Nung dumating po si Nelson, may dala-dala po siyang 300. Binigyan niya ako ng 40. Binigay ko na sa kanya yung iba.
Ang kumuha ng pera ay si
Nelson po.
Nelson. Pagkatapos niyang kuhanin ang pera kay Tox, anong sunod na nangyari?
Pumunta po siya sa akin.
Pumunta sa'yo?
Sabi niya, eto na po, sir. Sabi ko, sige. Sabi niya, binigyan niya ako ng 40.
And then, where did the rest of the 260,000 go?
Nasa kanila po.
Nasa kanila. Would you know kung paano nahati yung 260,000?
Si
You have
Nelson
1 minute
po.
left, Congresswoman Jinky.
Si Nelson na ang nakakaalam noon.
Opo.
Yes. Colonel Mendoza, I want to remind you, you have a career in the PNP. Tama?
Yes, Your
At
Honor.
kagaya na sinabi mo, ikaw ay 20 taon na o 22 taon na nasa serbisyo.
Yes, Your Honor.
And perhaps after some time, you will be enjoying your retirement in PNP. Tama ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
I am just curious. Sa kabila ng panganib na iyong isinalaysay sa iyong opening statement, bakit ka lumutang at bakit mo isinasalaysay itong insidenteng ito laban kay Colonel Leonardo at kay Colonel Garma?
Bukod po sa bigat ng konsensya na dinadala ko po, for 4 years, may mga instances po na may gusto pang idawit na ibang tao po kasi. Kaya,
Sinong gustong may idawit?
yung may kumalat po kasi ng mga text messages nung nakaraang linggo eh.
Anong sabi sa text messages?
Na hindi lang ako daw po yung gunman, ganun lang po.
Hindi lang ikaw ang?
Ako daw po yung gunman, tapos iba po yung hindi po klaro eh. Kasi
Kindly wrap up.
In other words,
Congresswoman
Colonel
Jinky.
Mendoza, kaya mo ginagawa ito because after 4 years, gusto mong tanggalin yung bigat ng loob mo.
Opo.
Dahil hindi ka masamang tao.
Opo.
At hindi ka pumapatay sa taong walang laban. Tama?
Correct po.
At napilitan ka lamang pumatay dahil sa takot mo sa mga opisyal na ito. Tama?
Correct po.
Nevertheless, I wish to manifest, Mr. Chair, Colonel Mendoza. In a theory of conspiracy, there are 3 types of principal. And in the story you narrated, mentioned the name of Colonel Leonardo, Colonel Garma, Colonel Santi Mendoza, Nelson Mariano, Tox, and Loloy, the hitman. Under the theory of conspiracy, kahit hindi ikaw ang pumatay, you will still be liable for the same crime. This is the definition of conspiracy. That the act of one is the act of all. The crime of one is the crime of all. And the penalty of one is the penalty of all. And I wish to state for the record, Mr. Chair, that given these names who figured out in this killing incident against Wesley Barayuga, it appears to us that Colonel Leonardo and Colonel Garma participated as conspirators by inducement. Kung hindi po nila pinagplanuhan, inisip, inutos, at ipinagkaloob lahat ng mga kailangan, they will not be able to perpetrate this crime of murder. For Colonel Santi Mendoza and for Nelson Mariano, perhaps they participated in the killing incident. However, under the law, they are considered as principals by indispensable cooperation. Sapagkat sila ang nag-connect sa hitman. And without their indispensable cooperation of connecting this idea, this criminal intention to the perpetrators, there is no crime of murder. And for Loloy and the rest of the backup who appeared in the video, perhaps the one riding in the car and the one riding in the motorcycle na di umano'y bumack up sa pagpatay na ito, we can consider them as principal by direct participation. Sa kabila ng lahat ng ito, sa kabila ng posibilidad na madawit ang pangalan ni Colonel Santi Mendoza at kasama na si Nelson Mariano, they took the courage to speak before the Quadcom dahil gustong alisin ang bigat sa dibdib ng loob, particularly of Colonel Mendoza. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congresswoman Luistro. The next to interpolate is Congressman Keith Flores. You are recognized. You have 5 minutes. Please be reminded that today we have 2 topics that we will discuss. This is the EJK and then later on the POGO. We will continue our discussions and deliberations on the subject matter of POGO. So you have 5 minutes, Congressman Keith.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I only have a few questions, Mr. Chair, since most of the questions have already been asked by Congressman Pimentel and Congressman Luistro. Mr. Colonel Mendoza, were you in the same unit as Colonel Leonardo?
Hindi po.
Hindi. Were you under him in any of the units that you served sa PNP?
Hindi po.
Hindi. Pero ang question lang po is, kung hindi kayo naging tao ni Colonel Leonardo in any of the units that you served in, bakit ikaw ang tinawagan niya to do this particular job?
Siguro po dahil I was the former head of the Regional Drug Enforcement Unit in NCR. Doon po kami nag-umpisang magkontakan.
Okay. Hindi naman because known ka for doing jobs like this? Hindi naman?
Hindi po.
Hindi. So, out of the blue, tinawagan ka lang niya na ipagawa tong operation na to, sinasabi mo?
Yun nga eh. Kasi yun nga po, Your Honor, kasi I was the security officer of the former chief PNP General Casculan during that time na hindi na po ako operatiba.
Okay. So, ang sinabi mo kanina na in the PNP, alam mo na if operation ang sinasabi, no, I mean, ipapa-operate to sa'yo, it's equivalent to liquidation, sabi mo.
Hindi naman po
Hindi naman.
Hindi naman po sa
But you testified to that earlier, yan na-mention mo.
during the time na kinontak niya ako, alam ko na po kung ano yung sadya niya.
Alam mo, ano sadya ni Colonel Leonardo?
Kasi po, iba yung tono eh.
Iba yung tono.
Opo.
Ba't hindi naman niya sinabi na patayin mo?
Hindi, nasa listahan eh. When you say nasa listahan ng drugs watch list, panahon po yun yung war on drugs eh.
So during the war on drugs, ang sinasabi mo, pag nasa listahan ka at may utos na isali sa operation, ang equivalent niyan is liquidation. During the war on drugs.
Opo.
Okay. Now, Ma'am Garma, I have a question po. When did you issue the pickup to General Barayuga?
I cannot recall, Mr. Chair, kasi may mass procurement kami ng vehicle and all department managers and branch managers and those holding key positions, automatic po na nagkaroon ng issuance po ng
And it
bagong
was on the same
sasakyan.
time naman?
Yes po, Mr. Chair. Pagbili ng sasakyan, binigyan na lang ako ng list ng logistics para i-approve ko yung distribution po. At kasama po at ang, yun nga, office ng board secretary and other board of directors and managers.
Okay, now, I'll ask you a direct question po, Colonel Garma. During your stint as PCSO chair, how would you describe your relations with General Barayuga?
Okay naman po, nag-uusap naman po kami. Wala po akong
No
natatandaan.
conflict?
None, Mr. Chair.
None. So you were not the subject of any of the investigations that were being conducted or something?
No,
Wala naman?
Mr. Chair. I could recall, Mr. Chair, nung pag-upo ko, naalala niyo po na pinatigil po lahat ng laro. That's where the President gave instruction na mag-conduct ng thorough investigation. And to my understanding po, ang NBI po ang nag-investigate. And lahat naman po ang hiningi nila, binigay ko rin naman po. I just don't know po kay board sec kung ano naman po yung requirement na kailangan niya i-submit as far as yung board naman is concerned, Mr. Chair.
So you would describe your working relationship as professional and cordial
Maganda
naman?
po, wala
Maganda
po kaming
naman.
conflict. Yes, nag-uusap po kami.
So if we
cannot
were to
recall.
ask people in the PCSO and they would describe your relationship as ganun din sa how you described it?
Yes,
Na
Mr.
okay naman?
Okay naman, Mr. Chair, kasi wala po. Nagre-record lang naman po yan during board meeting. It's the board who discusses all the sensitive issues. Him as the board of the, secretary, he just takes note.
Okay,
Wala
so
naman po.
wouldn't it be like, how would you siguro react, no? Upon hearing the testimonies of Colonel Mendoza, that it was Colonel Leonardo who gave the instructions to Colonel Mendoza na galing daw sa iyo ang utos sa ligpit kay General Barayuga.
Nagulat lang po ako, Mr.
Nagulat
Chair.
lang.
I didn't expect it po.
So this is the first time you heard na you are being implicated in the death of General Barayuga.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
First time.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
You never heard about it before, kahit sa mga marites or chismis sa PNP.
Hindi, Mr. Chair.
Hindi. Okay. So you were never also investigated by any law enforcement agency as far as the death of General is concerned?
Wala po, Mr. Chair.
No one asked you questions?
Wala po akong maalalang may nagtanong po.
Okay. Now that you heard the testimony of Colonel Mendoza, na Colonel Leonardo supposedly directed him to do this operation on your behalf, ano ang masasabi niyo kay Colonel Leonardo po? If it is true na siya ang nagutos.
Mr. Chair, hindi ko po alam yung sinasabi po niya. I cannot speculate, Mr. Chair.
I'm not saying it's Mendoza. I'm saying that he was saying it was si Leonardo. Kung totoo yun na si Leonardo, how would that make you feel po? Colonel Garma?
I cannot speculate, Mr. Chair, because the statement of Colonel Mendoza will lead to a crime. And
Okay.
I do not want to make a statement that I'm not sure whether it is right or wrong for
Isn't
now,
that
Mr.
precisely
Chair.
what makes it more interesting? That an active serviceman would put his career at the risk and testify before this committee, admitting to some wrongdoings na at the behest of, or on your request in that of the instructions of Colonel Leonardo? Don't you find that parang odd at least?
Mr. Chair, I do not know what he is thinking right now, Mr. Chair. And this is the first time. Iniisip ko sa what na, I cannot recall if I've met him or what. But ngayon ko lang po narinig din ang name niya, Mr. Chair.
All right. Attorney Paquera, I'm sorry. I noticed that she's there. And she was your executive assistant ba? Si Attorney Paquera?
Yes, EA6 and designated as the chief of staff.
Okay.
of
So
my office
she was
at the
working
time.
with you at the PCSO while this General Baryuga was also there?
Yes, Mr.
Okay.
Chair. Nagpang-abot po lahat.
Attorney Paquera, would you confirm the statement of Colonel Garma that the relations between Colonel Garma and General Baryuga was okay at the time that they were both working?
I believe so, Mr. Chair.
That their relationship was professional and cordial naman?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
And would you confirm also that when the pickups were given to the employees of the PCSO, it was given in mass to all of those department heads, sabay-sabay?
I am not so sure anymore, Mr. Chair.
So hindi mo alam yan as to
Hindi
the
ko na po
timeline?
ma-recall po.
But you can confirm that the pickup was given or was assigned to General Baryuga as corporate secretary.
I cannot remember anymore, Mr. Chair, but I do remember that there was a procurement of vehicles. I just do not remember the distribution po of the vehicles.
Okay, thank you, Attorney Paquera.
Thank
Colonel
you, Mr.
Leonardo. Sir, you heard the testimony of Colonel Mendoza
Yes, Mr. Chair.
identifying you as the person who ordered the death of General Baryuga, supposedly upon the instructions of Colonel Garma. Is that correct, sir?
Hindi po totoo yun, Mr.
Hindi totoo. So, is there any reason, may galit ba sa'yo si Colonel Mendoza?
Actually, nakilala ko po yan. I think isang beses lang kami nag-meet.
Isang beses
yan.
lang.
I know that he's an underclass po namin. Pero wala na po akong, hindi ko na po siya
So, no
ganun
working
kilala.
relations with Colonel Mendoza?
Wala po.
Hindi mo
Mr.
naging
Chair.
tao before in your units?
Hindi rin po, Mr. Chair.
Hindi mo rin utusan to do something legitimate that he didn't do or something? Wala namang reason for him to be mad at you.
Lalong hindi ko po siya pwedeng utusan dahil hindi ko nga po siya gaanong kilala.
Okay.
Alam ko lang underclass po siya, Mr. Chair.
So upon hearing his testimony, parang hindi ba parang nagulat ka ba or are you mad now na bakit ka dinadawit sa mga operasyong ganon or on his statement in his affidavit na ikaw yung may utos?
Nagulat nga rin po ako, Mr. Chair. Hindi na lang po ako nakasasali sa mga ganito.
Para ikaw
Mr.
na lang
Chair.
lahat, ano?
Opo, mula pa noong 2016, binabanggit na po yung pangalan ko. Hindi na sila tumigil. Wala naman pong napapatunayan.
So,
Kaya,
ang sinasabi mo po is like
expected.
yung mga belief ng mga members ng PNP na malakas ka at na kung anong sinasabi mo is usually nangyayari naman and that they're afraid to go against you because you supposedly have the ear of the former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Is that correct? O chismis lang din yan?
Hindi po. Malapit po ako sa term po na Tagalog. Ako po malapit naman talaga sa presidente dahil una-una, kilala po namin siya dahil naging taga Davao na po.
Yeah. Pero as a police officer naman po, you would never, in any instance, give an order to kill another person. Is that correct?
Hindi po.
Never.
Hindi po.
You would
po.
never do that. Tama?
Hindi ko po gagawin yun.
Okay.
Lalo na dun sa Class 83 po yung
Class
yung
83 ng PMA,
pinag-uusapan
correct?
dito. Napakadelikado po nun. Kaya ko pong umarap sa lahat ng Class 83 na ako wala po akong kinalalaman dyan sa nangyari na yan.
Alright. Same with you, Colonel Garma, di ba? As a police officer and as a former government employee, you would never, at any instance, order the death of any other person.
Yes,
Correct?
Mr.
Never talaga.
Hindi po, lalong-lalo na po kasamahan ko pa sa opisina. Mabait po yung taong yun, Mr.
Mabait
Chair.
yun.
Wala akong naalalang ginawa niyang hindi mabuti po.
Eh, sa sobrang bait niya, you would not have anything in mind or anyone in mind who might wish him harm.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Sa pagkaalam mo.
Wala akong maisip nung time na yun po. What I did lang po nung namatay, inayos na lang po namin yung libing niya and everything po.
Okay. Now, Colonel Mendoza, I'm sure you will be attacked no, after giving this statement. No? Were you at any time promised the promotion to testify before this committee?
Wala po, Your Honor.
Were you promised money or any other thing just to testify before this committee?
Wala po.
Wala. Tinakot ka ba ng mga chairman dito or ng any other member of the House?
Hindi po.
Okay, and you are confirming again na ang sinabi mo ay totoo and kung anong nangyari as far as you can remember. Tama?
Opo, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have no other questions.
Thank you, Congressman Keith Flores. The next to interpolate is the chair of the Committee on Human Rights, Congressman Abante. You are recognized and you have 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Of course, Mr. Chair, Colonel Leonardo, you will deny all of the statement given by Lieutenant Colonel Mendoza, just like you denied that you were on hand in the killing of a 3 Chinese drug lords in Davao Penal Colony. Am I right?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
I remember during that time, Colonel Padilla is here, that Artner Solis, you directed Artner Solis to talk with Tata about killing those 3 drug lords. And even Colonel Padilla, in his testimony, testified it. You're denying it, am I right?
May I be clarified?
You are denying it, am I right? Yes or no?
Denying what, Mr. Chair? Pakiulit
My
po
goodness, I have asked the question already and I know you understood my question. Colonel Padilla, you have testified here in this committee that Colonel Leonardo is part of it. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Are you denying it?
I'm denying it, Mr. Chair.
You're denying it also, a testimony of Colonel Mendoza. Am I right?
Correct po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to hold in contempt Colonel Leonardo. So move, Mr. Chair.
Chairman Abante, earlier, he was already cited in contempt.
Oh, okay.
And there was
Di ba
already...
pwedeng pangalawang contempt?
We will just probably allow him to
Okay.
serve the first contempt order and then later on we decide.
May I
if
continue
he's still-
on? Okay. Colonel Garma, nabanggit mo sa test question ni Congressman Flores na ngayon mo lang nalaman itong mga bagay na ito.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Si Mr. Ramon Tulfo, on September 17, ito ang sinabi niya. Pakinggan mo mabuti ha. Ang sabi ni Mon Tulfo, inuulit ko ang aking suggestion. Ibig sabihin, he suggested that before, na dapat imbestigahan si dating PCSO General Manager Ronia tama pagpatay kay PCSO Board Member Wesley Barayugan. Maraming naniniwala na si Garma ang utak sa pananambang kay Barayugan, isang retired Brigadier General na miyembro ng PMA Class 1983. Si Barayugan kasi, bilang board member ng PCSO, ang umaharang sa pagbibigay ni Garma ng mga STL franchises sa kanyang mga kaibigan. You deny that, am I right?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Ito pa, natutuloy ko ha. Di pa nalulutas ang patay kay Barayugan. That's why these people here came to testify. And I'm telling it to you right now, as I can notice the testimony of Colonel Mendoza here. I have never seen any police officer weep before this committee or any committee for that matter. This man, I believe, is telling the truth, Colonel Garma. Mon Tulfo, I believe, is telling the truth. Now, tutuloy ko ha, may news blackout doon sa assassination dahil alam ng mga investigador, ito ha, na si Garma at Pangulong Digong ay magsyota. Totoo o hindi?
Hindi po totoo, Mr. Chair.
May mga report na yung anak ni Garma na may kapansanan na anak din ni Digong. Ito totoo, di ba?
Mr. Chair, can we spare my daughter, Mr. Chair? She has nothing
Hindi po totoo
to do
yun,
with
di ba?
this. Yes,
Oo.
it's true.
Napilitang alisin ni Digong sa PCSO si Garma nang umangal na ang mga generals at colonels na mga graduate din ng PMA gaya ni Baragan. Hindi rin po totoo ito, hindi ba?
Wala akong
Hindi
alam.
rin, no? Therefore, naging sinungaling si Tulfo, naging sinungaling si Colonel Mendoza, naging sinungaling si Nelson Mariano. Am I right?
Opinion nila yun, Mr. Chair.
Hindi. Am I
Para sa
right?
akin
Yes
po,
or no?
hindi. Para sa akin, hindi po totoo
Nagsisinungaling ba sila?
lahat. I cannot... Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, now, let me go back. Let me go back when you were the chief of police of Cebu City. Nandito ang affidavit ni Baby Rosales na ang kanyang anak ay napatay nung ikaw ang chief of police ng Cebu City. Naalala mo?
Wala po akong natatandaan po, Mr.
October 4, 2018. Hindi ba ikaw ang chief of police ng
Yeah, I am
Cebu
the-
City at that time?
Yes, Mr. Chair. I'm the
Okay,
city
siya po
director.
ay napatay nung panahon na ikaw ang chief of police.
I'm the city director. There are station commanders.
Ito ang affidavit ni Baby Rosales.
Yes.
Alright. Now, merong case summary dito ng sworn statement ni Miss Raquel Lopez. Naalala mo si Raquel Lopez?
No, Mr. Chair.
Hindi mo naalala. Ito ang sinabi niya para malaman mo. Sa wikang Ingles na tinranslate ni William Reyes, ang sabi niya, during the wake of my son, Garma and her police officers arrived in my place. Those who were attending the wake scampered away from seeing them. Garma was enraged as she hollered out and strut around. She was angry at us for holding awake on the death of my son. She yelled out, why is there only one dead? There are many of them here. You are also denying that.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
You are.
Yes. I am denying it. Wala akong sinabing ganyan, Mr. Chair.
You were the you were the at that time in Cebu City.
City director, Mr. Chair.
You are the city director at that time. Therefore, you know this incident. Hindi pwedeng ikaw, city director, na hindi mo alam ang incidenteng ito.
Can I
My goodness naman,
I'm
Colonel
aware.
Garma, you are the director, the city director.
I cannot
Hindi ka
recall.
pinapaniwala na hindi mo alam sa mga nangyaring ito. Ito na nagtetestimony, napatay ang kanyang anak. Ikaw, umiiyak ka dito nung kinontem ka namin sapagkat naalala ang anak mo. Ito, napatay yung anak niya. Sumisigaw ka pa, sinasabi mo dito, ha? Okay. Hindi ako nagagalit sa'yo. Dynamic lang ako. Nakuha mo ako?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
To give emphasis to what I'm trying to say. Ito, nag-mention siya, during the wake of my son, Garma and their police officers arrived in my place. Ikaw pa nagsabi, nagalit ka pa at sinabi mo, why is there only one dead? There are many of them here. Nakalimutan mo ito? Hindi mo maalala?
Wala akong sinabing ganyan, Mr. Chair.
Well, sworn statement ito
Yes,
ni
Your
Miss
Honor.
Raquel Lopez. Sworn statement. Gusto ko lang sabihin sa iyo, when we cited you in contempt, you are weeping before your lawyer because you remember your own child na maiiwan, a special child. Buhay siya eh. Buhay siya, Colonel Garma. Umiiyak ka na. Buhay siya. Ito patay. Ikaw ang city director. Ito patay. Nagsalita ka pa. Nagsalita ka pa dito. Mo, bakit isa lang ang namatay? Bakit isa lang ang pinatay? Oh, samantalang napakarami nila. And you're telling me now, you're denying that, Mr. Chair? Di mo lang siguro maalala at baka nakalimutan mo sapagkat matagal na ito eh. 2018 pa ito eh. Baka nakalimutan mo, ipinapaalala ko lamang sa iyo, you're under oath here, and we are trying to pass legislation so that this will not happen again. Mr. Chair, ano ang gusto mong sabihin? Tell it to us now. Lie under your teeth. Tell us. Colonel Garma, ako, hindi ko akalain bilang ikaw isang babae, no? Magagawa mo ito. You're denying it right now. You're denying everything right now. Ang dami mo nang dinanay, Colonel Garma. At nakikita po ng taong bayan dito, napakalaki ng problema ng ating kapulisan na katulad ng marami mga eskalawag. Dapat malaman ito ng Director General Marbil na dapat niyang asikasuhin ang ayusin ang nangyayari sa Philippine National Police. This person here, si Lieutenant Colonel Mendoza, tinitingnan mo siya when he was testifying before us, when he was reading his affidavit, nakatingin ka sa kanya, nakasimangot ka sa kanya, galit ka sa kanya. And this guy is weeping before us while he was saying this, while you are angry at him. Nelson Mariano testified, 2 of them against you and against Leonardo. 2 against you, both of you. And you're denying it. Listen, akala niyo ba politics itong ginagawa namin? Kung sinasabi po ni Colonel Mendoza, natatakot siya sa buhay niya. Kami ba, matapang ba kami? Hindi ko kami matapang, pero kinakailangan namin gawin to upang maayos na natin ang problema sa ating bansa. Hindi ba gusto mo rin ayusin, Colonel Garma?
Mr. Chair.
Gusto mo yung ayusin, Colonel Leonardo? Gusto nyo rin ayusin, di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ayusin natin. Magsabi kayo ng totoo. Look, I will be recommending to the Quad Committee that the DOJ, who is right now hearing this, make charges against you. My goodness. Hindi kami korte. Pero alam nyo, binanggit na namin sa inyo lahat ng legislation na nais naming gawin. Upang sabihin po sa taong bayan na ito po hearing na ito is not trying to prosecute you as criminals. But we would like to draft and file legislation that would finally stop all of the things that we are hearing right now. Ito, kaya na pa kita pinagmamasdan Mr. Chair. When Colonel Mendoza was actually reading his affidavit, and he was already weeping, and you're there looking at him, angry at him. These are 2 people against you. Nais niyo po ba na kami ay magdagdag ng mga testimony against you to prove that you are lying to us? Ayan. Ayan si Atty. Conti is there. Hindi lang po nakapunta rito ang mga witnesses, Mr. Chair, sapagkat sila ay hindi makaalis sa kanilang mga trabaho. The witnesses are poor families and they cannot get out of their jobs. But they want to be here and they want to testify against you people that did not even give due process to those that you killed. whether pushers or mistaken identity, yet all Filipinos must be accorded due process. Am I right, Colonel Garma?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Alright.
Your Honor.
Now, naniniwala ka sa aming mandate dito na dapat namin itong imbestigahan upang finally we'll put an end to these things. Nais kong sabihin sa inyo, gusto ko na rin matapos ito sapagkat nakakapagod na rin pakinggan ang mga kasinungalingan ninyo. Nakakapagod na, Mr. Chair. Pero itutuloy po namin ito. Bakit? Sapagkat ang Kongreso ang gumagawa ng batas. Gumagawa ng batas upang matigil na lahat ng mga bagay na ito. Mr. Chair, yun lamang po ang gusto kong sabihin.
Thank you, Congressman Abante. Can you give water to Congressman Abante, please? The next
Mr. Chair, preferably cold.
Yeah, preferably cold.
Preferably cold.
To douse the heat in the... The next to interpolate is Congressman Lordan Suhan. Congressman Suhan, if he's not here, the next to interpolate is Congressman Adjong.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I'd like to direct my questions to General Manager Garma. Ma'am, you mentioned earlier as your response to Congressman Pimentel that there was a mass procurement of pickups, no? Kung saan isa sa mga pickup doon namatay si General Barayuga. Tama po ba yun?
Yan ang pagkakaalam ko sa noong time na yun, Mr. Chair, na may mga nabili at for issue.
Okay. So, tanong ko lang po as a general manager, would you have an access to the type of vehicles and plate numbers of all those all those units that have already been procured? May access po kayo dito sa information?
Lahat po ng information sa PCS, so I can have an access because I'm the GM, Mr. Chair.
So, ito pong trabaho na to, when you assign the units or the vehicles to each individual member, board members, and including the board secretary, hindi naman po ito kailangan ng en-bank resolution, no? Or any resolution from your side, no? Administrative po ito, tama po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Your
So
Honor.
pag na-assign po ba itong mga vehicles na ito, would you, of course, being a manager and this is administrative, of course it requires your signature and your approval, hindi ho ba?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, ibig sabihin po, Mr. Chair, yung sasakyan na na-assign kay Attorney Barayuga ay na-approve nyo po, no? In-approve nyo yung pag-distribute itong sasakyan at pag-assign doon
Yes
sa mga...
po, as recommended by the logistics officer. Yes
as
po.
recommended by, no? Okay. Nung nangyari po yung namatay, si General Barayuga, at nalaman po ninyo, ano po yung una nyong naging direktiba? Ano po yung response ninyo as a PCSO manager? Of course, sabi niyo po, wala naman po kayong napag-awayan. According to your testimony, maganda nga po yung relasyon nyo at nagtataka po kayo dahil mabait na tao siya. Ano po yung unang-unan yung ginawa, hakbang, bilang isang PCSO manager, general manager, na namatayan po kayo ng miyembro ng board?
Nagulat pa ako. I think I made a report to the chair. I cannot recall. I made a report. And then, inalam ko po kung, kasi inimbestigahan na yun, inalam ko po kung pandemic kasi ho, mahirap gumalaw. Inalam ko na lang po, after na nagkaroon ng crime scene investigation, inalam ko po kung saan po siya dinala.
Inalam ko.
Si Board Secretary Barayuga. Inalam ko po, because during that time, pandemic yun, ako lang po ata I was in the office kasi noon nalaman ko, so inalam ko kung saan siya para ma-facilitate po yung ano po.
Okay. Gusto ko lang pong tanungin si Colonel Sante Mendoza. Sa salaysay niyo po, nasabi niyo, tinawagan po kayo ni Colonel Leonardo, hindi ho ba?
Opo.
At sa salaysay niyo din po, sinabi po ninyo na nagkaroon kayo ng alinlangan doon sa sinabi po sa inyo na patay, no? Yung isang nagngangalang to Attorney Barayuga. Tama yun?
Yes, Your Honor.
At sabi mo, natatakot ka dahil ito ay isang opisyal ng gobyerno at hindi mo alam yung kanyang background. So magkakaroon ka muna ng sarili mong, parang gagawa ka muna ng sarili mong surveillance. Tama po ba yun?
You have to get your own information for the subject, Your Honor. Hindi po yung magso-surveillance.
Ay, ano pa ba yung sabi? Kasi nawala sa akin, nasa akin kasi na yung kanina yung ano mo eh. Pero let me just to paraphrase, no? I'm just trying to understand. Based on your salaysay, ang sabi niyo po is, magkakaroon muna kayo, natatakot nga ho kayo, di ba? Dahil isang opisyal at hindi niyo kilala at humihingi kayo ba ng oras para, ano po yung hinihingi niyo na oras?
To verify the
tama. Not
information, sir.
Yeah, stand corrected. To verify. At nasabi din po ni Colonel Leonardo na na-assign na, alam na yung sasakyan, ibibigay na sa inyo yung sasakyan, hindi ba? Parang identified na kung ano yung sasakyan niya dahil inassign ito kay Attorney Barayuga. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor. In addition to that, binigay niya po yung sasakyan na yan, pati yung driver. In time of yung umaga po nung July 30, 2020 po.
At sinabi po din ni Colonel, according to your salaysay, sinabi ni Colonel Leonardo sa'yo na yung sasakyan identified na anong sasakyan ni Attorney Barayuga. Ito'y isang pick-up na puti with plate number, etc. etc. Tama po ba?
Opo, Your Honor.
Na na-identify ito, na na-assign ni General Manager Garma doon sa board secretary niya, which in this case, yung namatay nga, or pinaslang, na si Attorney Barayuga. Tama po ba?
Opo, Your Honor.
Okay. Maraming salamat po. The reason why I'm stating this, Mr. Chair, is that based on the earlier in questioning of Congressman Pimentel, parang ang position po ni Colonel Garma is that una, hindi niya alam yung may nag-mass procure, and number two, hindi niya directly na inassign yung sasakyan dahil according lang yun sa recommendation ng isang division o opisina. But we have proven here, Mr. Chair, that he has the power to either reject or to reshuffle or not to approve the assignment of each vehicle to each of the board members who will be receiving this vehicle as part of their official transport. So, Mr. Chair, this actually corroborates, Mr. Chair, for me, at least for this representation, corroborates, Mr. Chair, the testimony of Mr. Mendoza as to the establishment of the fact that indeed it was made easier for the hitman to identify where General Barayuga would be riding in. Anong type na sasakyan, anong plate number, etc. Which actually materialized yung assassination po na ginawa kay General Barayuga.